all the OGs are in the shed.
What do you mean by that?
The originals. The original Hackshop garage collection, I suppose. Alright, what we're doing today is, it hasn't left yet. We know we said that the queue was leaving, hasn't quite left yet. It's getting picked up in the next couple of weeks. Next couple of days. So what we figured we're going to do is we're going to actually go over the car and fix all the things that we got wrong. All the things that have been pointed out to us since we started this, the little things that we missed, things that we didn't know about at the time. So we're going to go over and do a quick little once over on everything. We need to fix a few things like the body mounts. We found out from a viewer, a keen-eyed viewer, that we had the body mounts the wrong way around. So we need to flip them. So that's probably one of the biggest jobs. We want to look at the fuel system again today because we've got 2 fuel regs in because we didn't realise there was one in the intake pump. That needs to come out. What else are we doing, Nate?
Got to put the brake line in.
Oh, we're gonna replace the brake line as well too.
So we're gonna wrap the dash cluster.
And we're gonna wrap the dash cluster, put the dash in. Just a few little things just to get it a little bit more packed away before it heads off. Yeah, now we need to do the car shuffle and get everything out of here so we can actually get this up on the hoist and get the fairing out. And the fairing got tuned yesterday. Well, it got a road tune yesterday so we can drive it and start it now. And it's basically going to be driven to the dyno now, so it's pretty cool. It sounds pretty, it sounds pretty awesome. Alright, so first up we need to get this out. This is the first cold start, and I'm not going to touch the accelerator. We're going to see what she does. Whee! It works!
Not bad.
That's a really good cold start.
Yeah, I know.
Every time you want to drive it, it's like, oh, I want to move forward just that little bit, hang on. And then...
Oh, the perks of having a 4-speed.
So what's the process from here now that you got the road tune?
Alright, so process is take it home. Got to do some heat shielding because all our conduit is melted.
Whoops.
And then off to the tuner.
Yeah.
Off to the dyno. What's sounding better?
Yeah.
God, it rings your ears, doesn't it?
Not bad for a 6.
Not bad for a 6. It rings your ears. It's just like... We're not going to do any work today. I think we're just going to keep starting it and listening to it. Walking away and be like, oh, let's start it again.
How many times do you reckon we started yesterday?
We just kept sitting there having a drink and like, should we start it? Yeah, right. Oh wait, I've never done this car on a cold start.
Have fun. Perfect.
You set the choke already.
Make it sound lumpy though.
I know, it sounds sick.
Alright. LSQ song. Alright, let's figure out how we're going to do this.
Okay.
So, the issue that we have is we have the body mounts the wrong way around. So we've got the big rubber mount between the body and the chassis, and we've got the small one underneath. When we were actually trying to put the body mounts in for the first time, we didn't have anything to actually go off to figure out which way they went, so we weren't sure, and we got it the wrong way around. Murphy's Law, we're going to get it wrong. We had a 50-50 shot of getting it right, we got it wrong.
We chose black and it rolled red.
Yeah, but because we have it sort of somewhat aligned in the car, we don't want to obviously just lift the car up and take them out and flip them because it is somewhat aligned. So what we're thinking we might do is we'll loosen the bolts off at the rear a little bit, take these bolts out completely, lift the front of the car up so we sort of like separate the chassis and the body, flip them, put them back in, do the front up a little bit and then do the rear, and hopefully we don't get too much movement in the body and the chassis so that everything sort of stays the same.
Sounds good.
It's dodgy, it's Hackshop. Let's see if it works.
Hang the light out?
Yeah, take the 2 front ones right out. So I'm pretty sure this is not how you're supposed to use a hoist, but tell me if it goes up. Separate it all or not?
Keep going. Whoop, there you go.
Did it?
Maybe a smidgy more.
smidgy. Like
There we go.
So the issue was we had that way, and that was going through there, and it should have been that way. Which still doesn't make sense to me because it's got that big flat piece there. So we tried to flip them around, and the issue is that because of this crush plate at the bottom, it won't actually fit inside the chassis to go in underneath. So it can't go like that from what we can tell. And we did a little bit more research to try and figure it out. And when we were trying to install these the first time, we did a lot of research as well. And there's just nothing on the internet that tells you which way these are supposed to go. So we made the estimate that this goes on top, but we just did find a forum then that says that the crush tube, which is this one here, goes between the body and the frame with the crush tube end facing down. And the reason why it might look like they look funny in this is because the original Holden ones apparently don't have a crush tube in it.
They squished to nothing.
They squished to like nothing, yeah. So that could be why it looks funny, but by all accounts, I think we got it right. So I don't know, if anyone has any solid evidence or knows that this is wrong or not, give us a yell and let us know. But we're going to put it back in the way that we had it, and if it becomes an issue, we'll just change it then, because
they're not hard to change.
The good thing is we found a method that works to change them really easy. So if anyone finds out, let us know. For now, they're going back in the way they were. All right, time to do the boxes. Oh, actually, I cleaned up, so look what we can do.
Man with a van.
Oh, I can actually use my shells. Now we're going to do the fuel pump, which has probably been our biggest stuff up, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We should have read the brochure.
Yeah, but you know what all we were thinking about?
What?
Baba Boost.
Baba Boost.
Yeah, so we were doing the fuel system for Boost.
That's what we're going to tell you. Really, it's just because we didn't read the brochure, because it didn't come with one that said that it had a reg in the fuel pump, and we didn't look to see. So we're going to pull the reg out. We got that beautiful Raceworks fuel rig up front.
Yeah.
And we want to keep that. And also, when this car inevitably becomes boosted, we're gonna want to have fuel reg that we might want to adjust or whatever. So.
Oh well, it needs to run off manifold pressure.
Oh yeah, it needs a reference, so we can use a reference up top there. So that's perfect. So we were planning ahead. We knew what we were doing. But if this episode proves one thing, it means that we read all the comments.
That's fair. That's true.
Because this is all stuff that people picked up on that we didn't pick up on.
I think because we just get too excited, we see new parts and just like, oh, just do it.
See, this is the joy of car building. When you don't know what you're doing, you get to do things twice.
How many times have we done the timing case on the Fairlane?
3 times.
3 times we've done the timing case, yeah.
Yeah, remember when we put
we put the AU one on it.
You want to know how we know that an AU timing case doesn't fit on an EF motor? Because we put it on and found out at the very last minute that the sump doesn't fit. Oh, that was horrible. It gives me nightmares thinking about that again.
It does too. Yeah, that was a nightmare of an exercise.
Yeah. But it's all part of it, isn't it?
You know how everyone's doing SAS these days? The SAS thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like test your mental shreds.
They should come do this, test their mental strength.
There's our regulator.
Don't drop that in the tank.
There it goes.
Lucky it's not full of fuel. Lucky you've got a manhole there.
I know.
We should put a confined space sticker on that. Oh god, I kill myself sometimes.
Alright.
Alright, should we take it to the bench?
To the bench. Alright, so for folks playing at home, this is a fuel regulator, which means that we didn't need to put a fuel regulator into our system. So yeah, we didn't realise when we put it in. Honestly, I didn't even stop to think and look at it. Again, we had new shiny parts and we were too excited, so it all happened so fast. It looks like you might be able to unclip it here actually.
Oh, that's regulating the return.
Yeah, regulates the return.
Oh, it's easy to piss off then.
Yeah, so what we could
take it out.
What you could have done in this situation is what everyone else does, is basically straight out of the fuel pump. You basically have your fuel, so fuel going, your feed, and then all you do is just have your return here, just tee straight into your return, into your feed, like right here, but boom.
Yeah.
And we would have run one line. It would have been simple, easy, but you know, we didn't know. Now we know for next time.
Oh, that's easy.
Yep, so I can pull that out. I wonder if I can just separate that there and push that into there, because that almost looks like, see, it's got those ribs. It almost looks like it's designed so you can actually do that.
Yeah.
See, it's got those ribs there.
Oh, yeah.
So I am willing to bet. That's designed. So
Well, there you go.
Exactly that.
So that's the old Reg, and this one looks pretty not cool. It's not as cool as our one.
No, the Raceworks one looks heaps better. But for anyone playing at home that wants to do this, because now you've seen it, and now you know, because we didn't, you can simply just take it out, cut the end off, and then it had those ribs like we showed you, and it just pops straight back in, and that's going to be work good as gold. I don't see that being an issue at all. So it means we can use our Raceworks rag, and it means that when we boost it in the future, because let's be honest, it's going to happen. Nathan's going like this right now. It's going to happen for sure. We have a boost reference right up there in the firewall, so that was an easy fix. That was good.
It's a good day doing these little fix-ups, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all the teething problems. All the stuff that we're learning as we go.
Look at us fixing things.
I love it. It's not us fixing things that have broken. It's us fixing things that we did wrong.
I think, you know what I reckon we deserve after we fix this, Michelle?
What?
I think we deserve to start the fair lane for a little bit. I feel like an idiot.
Oh, that's good. I'm wrapped in that. It's obviously designed so you can pull that reg out.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking it does seem strange that you have that and you can't pull the reg out. This is all buttoned up now. The other thing that we need to do before we finish with the fuel system is, well, at least this part of it, we still need to get a fuel filter and stuff, but we'll do that when the car comes back. We need to put some grommets in here, which was always the plan. We stupidly drilled the holes without actually measuring whether we had a grommet that would fit, which you should never do, because if we didn't have a grommet that would fit, we'd be in a world of pain. But luckily, these ones look like they're going to fit perfectly. So we fluked that. Oh,
Beautiful, mate. It's like a bought one, isn't it?
It's like we meant that. So next up on the list, and this isn't something that we really got wrong, it's just something that we were going to replace when we got the new one. We have a new brake line.
So this is the line that goes from the diff to the body, so it moves. The original one we weren't quite happy with. It had a bit of a rub through, didn't it?
Yeah, just a slight
We
nick.
weren't happy with it. It might be blowing up. So got a new one. It's better to be safe than sorry. So we will change this and then bleed the brakes again. Yep.
It didn't work. Oh, there's a hoist there, you right? You want to talk about it?
There you go.
Ah, my hair! You had it right? How much fluid do we end up losing?
I don't know, I have probably 20 litres of it down my arm, so...
But did you get it in your jumper?
No, but I have drain holes.
Oh, it's not too bad then.
No, it's not bad. Not bad, good boys.
Alright, so the brakes are sorted. They're all good now. So that's one step forward. That was the shit job of the day that we got out of the way. So you know what that means. Just take it all in. I love the smell of 98 in the morning. The comment section went wild after we put out the brakes video with stuff that we did on the brakes. One of the biggest things was a lot of people were asking why do we use copper brake line. It's not actually copper brake line, it's copper coated. So it's Kerfner or Kerfner or something. It's copper nickel basically. It does meet Australian standards in Victoria at least, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the states as well too. The reason why we went it was just what we saw was for sales that we bought it, to be honest. No other reason than that. Did find it's really easy to work with as it bends really easy, but yeah, it doesn't work hard and like copper does, and it doesn't split. So we're all good on that front. The other thing that we got asked about a lot too is the flex line, that there's no flex line going to these brake lines. Yeah, that's correct. It probably should have flex line. The reason why we didn't have flex line when we did it is one, we didn't have any flex line around, and two, the diff didn't come with any like eyelet to actually go from hard line to flex line. We didn't want to weld one in either because it's all been powder coated and it looks pretty. We don't want to go ruin that. So it is hard lined into the brakes at the minute. Let's be honest, these brake pads are probably never going to get changed in the lifetime of this car anyway, because it's not going to do hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Honestly, it was just something we didn't think about. We didn't even realize till later, like, oh yeah, probably should have had flex line. But these pads can actually get swapped out by just, they come straight out the back. You don't have to release the caliper. But if you did do a roadie, you would have to change it. But if we have to bleed the brakes when it comes to that, then that's no big deal. If the engineer or roadworthy guy says it needs to be flex line, we'll fix it. That's no big deal. And lastly, a lot of people saying this needed to come out because it's the residual brake pressure valve, which in the drum brake keeps the residual pressure in the drums to keep the shoes out and to keep pressure on the shoes. It's not. This isn't it. This is actually the brake proportioner. So this is what proportions the back brakes to the front brakes in the HQ. The residual valve pressure thing in these is actually in the master cylinder, we believe, and the master cylinder's been changed out to a double disc anyway, so we're all good on that front. In the later models like a HZ, they don't have this here. This is actually part of the brake distribution block up here. This being the HQ distribution block, there's no proportioner at the back of it. But if we go and compare it to the HZ, we should see a proportioner at the back here. So this is the HZ on oral HQ and above, and that's the brake proportioner there. But yeah, that's why they're different. Let's go see the Bundy. Daniel, show us the Bundy.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the Bundy, everyone. This is Daniel's...
Yeah, the cam just kicked in now.
What year is it?
85.
85 Bundira.
But it does have an LSQ in it. That's just a supercharged V6 Commodore motor. It does have a lot of wiring issues. A long list of wiring issues.
The Bundy, the car that never fails to fail.
But we'll sort it out, won't we?
You will sort it out.
Someone will sort it out. Someone will sort it out. We'll leave it in here because the handbrake doesn't work. There's a lot of things that don't work in this car.
Next thing, handbrake is far too tight. So let's loosen that up a bit, shall we? How's that feel? Feel better?
Still heavy, but...
How many clicks?
Nah, that's better. I reckon leave that.
Alright, I'm gonna go have some lunch, so we'll talk to you later.
Oh, I didn't know Castrol had a little seal. See, I'm a Penrite man. Australian owned.
I've always been a Castrol man.
Australian owned, mate.
Is it?
Support your locals.
How much you putting in? How many litres does it take?
I don't know.
Don't overfill it, please.
No, I'm going to put like most of the bottle and then...
Where, by the way, that we are so far off starting the engine is not even funny, but...
Just feels good to put oil in it.
It does, and it just removes the risk of what will happen, we will do inevitably, of just try, get too excited, crank it and realise we didn't put any oil in it.
Yeah, because that will happen.
Yeah, because we'll just be, oh my god, it's time to go, let's crank it. Alright, that's another tick in the box. You don't know how to do the tick.
I'm right-handed.
No, the other way around was the first way.
I did it backwards.
Yeah, the first way. There you go.
I have to go my head with it.
Next job that we're ticking off today. We're ticking so many things off today.
I know.
It feels good. It's good that we've had today. We have a shifter cable, and we did have a shifter cable originally, which was the standard HQ shifter cable that we were putting into it.
Yeah.
And we're going to put on a little, what are they called? The little ball thingies?
I don't know. Ball thingy.
We're going to put a little ball thingy on there, and we're going to modify it. And then someone reached out to us at the same time as we realised you can buy a conversion, of course, because you know how many HQLs are in the world. So this one goes basically straight into the LS, so it should be a lot easier. So that goes in like so. That was easy. I'm too old for this. It's great when you can't see at all what you're doing. You're just completely going by feel. Why you gotta be like this?
Why you gotta be so rude?
Alright, that's on. Oh. If I never have to fit another HQ accelerator line up, I'll be happy. So then this goes into the factory.
Factory. What?
That's what we're going to be doing. One day soon. Go all the way. And that's full throttle. How's the pedal feel?
Feels nice actually.
Yeah?
Nice and smooth.
That's better than what we were going to do. That works real good. For anyone that wants to know, I'm pretty sure that I just got that off eBay, and I can't remember the link exactly, but it was just off eBay. HQ LS throttle cable conversion. It's about a bazillion of them. Bop, bop, bop. How badly do you want to do a skid in this?
So badly.
This will look good. I reckon this will do a good skid and it'll look good doing it. Alright, what's next? Oh, we can put this back in.
Another tick off the list. The cluster, and then that's it.
Yeah, let's do the cluster, right?
Yeah.
So these are, well, this is the dash that we're going to be making. Full autometer gauges that we're using with the carbon fiber background and the yellow accents. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're nice gauges. Really nice gauges.
With the LS, it's just easy because everything's digital, so they should just all run off.
But the only thing we don't like is the aluminium.
It is a nice looking gauge though, isn't it?
Isn't it? Very nice.
It sort of suits the car, like that sort of 80s sort of styling that we're going for. If we screw this up, then we really don't know what we're doing at all. He knows what he's doing. Looks alright. I think you're going to be lucky because the silver outline actually will hide it.
Well, I'm going to re-pinstripe that.
Oh yeah?
That looks heaps better.
Yeah, that looks a million times better. Heaps better than the silver's going to look.
I'll do the other side.
Sit down, shake. In my hand. Good boy. Other one. Good boy. Give us a look. Oh, that looks so much better. That looks great.
That looks heaps better, doesn't it? Because then it makes the lights,
the surround actually stand out. Yeah, that looks heaps better.
Yeah, makes it look a bit more factory.
Yeah.
Cool, that's it.
That's another thing to tick off the list.
Anyway, you get the idea.
Alright, done. What next?
That's it.
Wait. The biggest issue of all. Tail lights.
We were just testing your HQ knowledge. We just chucked these in the wrong way just to make sure to see if you guys are on par.
Actually, we didn't chuck these in, so we can't be blamed for this.
That's true. This isn't our fault.
For once. And turn it around. Problema.
Solved. Another tick.
Another tick. Ding. I think this was the easiest fix of all.
I think so too. And like, look at the difference it's made. This is going to make the car go heaps faster.
Right? Wrong.
Right. Right if you're happy with it. That's it. We spent today going over it, doing all the things we wanted to do. It's a nice day. It's it for a while. This thing will be back next year, start of next year, for us to finish it off. It was a good day actually. It was kind of fun to just tinker with it.
Yeah, all the little things that, you know, when you're building it, you get wrong and you know you got to fix one day, so we just did a whole day of fixing all the little bits. There's still plenty more that we need to fix, sure.
Yeah.
But and thanks everyone for the comments along the way of actually bringing stuff to light, because honestly we are learning as we go.
Yeah. And
there's stuff that we will get wrong, and we do read them and we do take everything on board. So thank you for that. And I think that's it for the
See you in the next build.
In the next build, yes. The next episode will be the new build review. Or the new build reveal.
Next build reveal.
Yep. Which will be exciting. I'm really keen for that now. We've already started to make some...
We've taken delivery of the car today, so...
Yeah. It's hidden though, you guys can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Alright. Until the next episode, I suppose.
Until the next one.
He's a happy man.
I love this car so much. You can see the arse shaking. Trust me.
I am engineer. Why is it?
I am vampire, blah blah blah. When this whole section of boredom goes and gets built up to about this with fun things inside of it.
Yeah. We're slowly working Tin Man down to convince him that it needs a supercharger. Because let's be honest, every mum wants a supercharger in their LS.
Just think of it as a real expensive Dyson hairdryer.
Hey, it's down there. Make sure it's pushed away. 2 for 2. Can we go for 3? Hey, although someone did commented yesterday saying that they would watch if we did tech talks. They said you should do tech talks, and I would actually watch that. And I commented saying, thanks, we appreciate that, but that would mean we'd have to know what we're talking about.